Okay, we are live for Dharma discussion with Khenpo Tenzin, and it's been a few weeks since we've had this discussion group, so we're happy to be back with everyone.
Okay, everybody, I start to recite on page number 4, the refuge part, okay? Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly by the merit of generosity and other perfections. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly by the merit of generosity and other perfections. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. I'm sorry, this is not only refuge part, this is a refuge in Bodhicitta both. Okay.
Okay, so I will begin with people who are in the temple now. If anybody has a question, please raise your hand.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you, thank you.
My question concerns dedication.
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes in different practices we'll say, as Manjushri and Samantabhadra, who are omniscient, dedicate their merit, I perfectly dedicate my merit. And I just wondered why those particular beings are mentioned.
This Manjushri part?
Manjushri and Samantabhadra.
Oh, yes, yes. Thank you so much. It's a very good question. So this, yeah, I had that question before. I can say a long time ago, maybe. So then I was understood that there's particularly we mentioned Manjushri and Samantabhadra because the Manjushri, first talking about Manjushri, he accumulated merit. It's the example is Ganges, the Ganges River in the India, Ganges River. They're sand, each and every like a particles of sand, and then we count, or his merit count another way is still is more. His merit is more. Double, triple, more than that. So he dedicated this. But not only one time by himself dedicated, he dedicated with many Buddha, with many Buddhas. So that's why that's why his way of dedication is very unique, very amazing. So that's where Buddha often taught his student, you dedicate as Manjushri dedicated it. So that's where we also recite this dedication, and we perceive, we do as like a mimic what he did. And then Samantabhadra is also the reason we are mentioned there is Samantabhadra dedicate and offering in special way. For example, he visualized like a blue light color, for example, there. And then from this light radiate thousands like a rays. From type of this rays, thousands of like Drakas and Dakinis, and then they offer to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and they benefit all sentient beings. So it is a kind of a miracle power, a way of a miracle dedication. So that's why we mentioned that they are very kind of specially in the special way they dedicate it. And then also they did not they especially they dedicate like they don't say may I become Buddha so I dedicate this, not like that. May I remain in the samsara until all beings become enlightened, and my all this merit how to say make make pleasant all the Buddhas, something like that. They have many recitations of dedication. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, so online, I'm not sure who had their hand up first. Maybe it was Eleanor?
Yes.
Actually, Barbara had her hand up first, and then it was Karen, and then me.
Bodhicitta.
Okay,
Yes.
so Barbara Bodhicitta.
I was trying to tell you, Eleanor, just go, you know? Anyways, Khenpo, it's so good to see you. It's so good to see everybody. I missed everybody. It was, you know, I don't know if you've seen me, but I was eating chocolate, you know?
You are eating chocolate?
I was.
Oh.
And then you said about the chocolate, I was like, I text Sue and I said, oh my
I'm
God, you
sorry,
see
sorry.
me eating the chocolate. But anyhow, that's not why I came on.
Oh.
I just thought it was funny. It cracked me up. I needed that. Let me lower my hand. But anyhow, you know, and when you're talking about the negative things that happened, the nagas and all that, that was very useful. And I've been heard it many times over many years. But I didn't pay any attention, you know. I was like, I don't know if I should, I don't know. But I'm going to start using it because I'm getting old and it's getting harder to put up with certain things. And I have a lot of things that seem to happen to me, and I attribute it to karma, you know, that's coming back to me. And I find over the years my experience is not to react at all, to just let them do it, you know, unless they're beating me up or something, you know. But I'm actually at the point of where I want to like think something to stop them. And I wasn't understanding if I should do something like that with what you said. Yeah, I mean, coming from bodhicitta, I mean, I can think when I'm home and I think of a bad thought or something that I might have done to somebody, I feel really bad, you know, and I can have remorse and I can, you know, just send bodhicitta to them and whatever. But when I'm face to face with somebody and they're like sometimes being just not nice.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. Actually, sorry, I did not see you were eating chocolate.
I would have gave you some.
Actually, it's good. You were eating that, and I think then I was talking a little bit about that. So sometimes examples helps a lot to maintain our practices and stay these teachings in the mind. That's where examples. Sometimes we are talking good things with bad examples, and sometimes we are talking bad things with good examples. So that's the examples are actually very helpful. Buddha taught. He says, "My Dharma, I teach Dharma through examples." So he said that. So that's where we have some habit to bring many examples when we giving teachings, because in the text have many examples, and then the practice bodhicitta. As I mentioned, the practice bodhicitta is, in other hand, I really think it's a very easy practice, but we don't want to ignore that, of course. And then sometimes, as you mentioned, it's quite difficult when you see person's face, for example, and then you generate bodhicitta is quite difficult because that person sometimes made some unpleasant how to say, that person act unpleasant actions. For that reason, sometimes it's possible, very difficult, but that is experience, you know. So until now, we often say and think bodhicitta is important, but then it always stay at that stage, you know, important stage. So since from today, we are going to bring into our action, and then my request to all brothers and sisters, every day generate love. If you can't recite many mantras, can't visualize the idam deities, still okay. And then another thing is, please don't perceive that I'm very old, so I can't do that and this. To become Buddha, it doesn't engage. It's related age. I mean, sorry. To become Buddha means like a. If one person ready to die tomorrow, today that person can become enlightened. So that's why age doesn't matter. And then another thing I love to share with you is when you are quite difficult to generate bodhicitta face to face, then sometimes you imaging that person's face in front of you, and then you breathe out then you how to say, share, or you generate your love that person, and you don't perceive it is only imagination. You perceive that is a real person who is in front of you, and then you do like that, and then when you met that person, at that time you generate bodhicitta. I think it becomes pretty easy. Okay. Thank you so much. If anyone, when I give answer, please, if you think I don't understand your answer, then you raise up your hand and then tell me, okay? Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so we'll go to Karen then.
Yes.
Hi, thank you. It's me. Thank you for the amazing teaching. And I think when we were studying White Sur, you mentioned that there is a Dharani, or we could find a Dharani that helps us retain our learning, which I would very much like to do, especially after this last session. You know, any suggestions
About Dharani?
for retention of Dharma learning?
Oh, Dharma learning. Dharma, yeah, in this time, for example, you are kindly participate this program. So I think then we are try to offer different teaching on different subjects. So I think it's currently it's I think very good. You maintain on this program, and then listen, and then listen these teachings, and then some part unclear. If my explanations are unclear, then you have the opportunity to ask right after this teaching. So I think that is very a special opportunity. I don't mean that opportunity created by from me. This opportunity created for us from GBI, and then the Christina is here, and then His Eminence Ngakchen Rinpoche. They support us, so that's where we have this golden opportunity. And then from my side also, I don't talking some very complicated subjects. I mean, I don't bring some complicated subject, but I feel this subject is good for listeners because of the culture, because of their time, because of their kind of way of practices. So that's where still, if my mind if my wisdom how to say improves, then I can get a more kind of idea on the subject. So I bring these another subject, but this time is for example this song, great song of Lord Jigten Sungons. These are very rarely these teachings are very rarely received. I think, if I'm right. So then we will practice together, study together. So I think then that will be okay now. Okay. Thank you so much. And then sir practice. Please, everybody, I just remind you, practice sir every day. It's a very, very important practice.
May I ask one more question about SOAR?
Yes, of course.
I was able to purchase a powder that is prepared by a guru in California of the 3 whites and the 3 sweets. Mm-hmm. Can I just use that?
Yes.
In my SOAR?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm done.
Absolutely. 3 whites and 3 sweets are very, the substances of SOAR. And then we are practicing SOAR here every day. And sometimes if we travel, SOAR we memorize every day, we practice that, so never missing. So sometimes then you think, oh, I'm practicing SOAR with all my Dharma friends, with Dharma brothers, sisters. So whenever you practice, then it seems like we are practicing together, okay? Thank you.
Eleanor?
Thank you, Khenpo, again, for all your wonderful teachings.
Thank you.
I have a meditation question. I don't know if there's an answer to this or not.
Absolutely.
The sounds that you hear, that I hear when I'm meditating, what do they mean? Because there's always been 2. One that sounds like, when you're out in the country on a summer's night and the insects are all making their noise, and it's like this high whine. And the other one is more like the ocean, the waves far out on the ocean. There, that's a deeper rumble. And I've had those for years. And I'm very comfortable with them. But I don't know what they mean, if anything. But just this last week, a new one appeared, and it was very different. The others had always been just constant, and this one seemed to be coming from somewhere else and far away. It would be very faint at first, and then as it would come closer, it would get louder and louder and louder, and then as it went by, it would get softer and softer and softer. Mm-hmm. And I just wondered, can you explain what that is?
Yes, I do that. I definitely. Right now, the couple of years ago, His Eminence Ngakchen Rinpoche told me that sometimes we have different sounds. We hear different sounds. That first let me say in Dharma words, it's a very blissful. Then I try to translate that. Chuni Jirandra. Chuni Jirandra means natural sound of Dharma Dhatu. Natural sound of Dharma Dhatu. It is not sound of elements. It's not sounds of the material things, you know. It is the natural sounds of Dharma Dhatu. So you don't want to understand its meaning. You don't want to understand how it comes and where it goes and so forth. So whenever you hear these sounds, and then just focus on there and stay. If you, except when you are driving car, when you are home, when you hear like these sounds, and just focus on the sounds, and then this sound slowly disappear, and then your perception disappear. So that is called, it's same like I mentioned today's teaching, finished subject and finished object, finished knife and finished redstone. I must learn that. Thank you. Thank you. So that's where you just focus on there. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Jay Larson.
Hola, good
Hello.
to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let me
Good to
take
see
my
you.
hand down while I'm thinking about it. Hang on. So I have two questions, but I'm only going to ask one. If we have time at the end, I'll ask the other one. But the first one is pretty funny because if Barbara's still on, Barbara, it's the same question you had. Mine's got to be worded a little bit differently though. Mine is a Elizabeth Lesser has a saying that I've used for years now, which is do no harm and take no shit. And yeah, I can basically, Joan Roshi puts it, a Zen teacher puts it a little bit differently. She calls it strong back, soft front. So I know it's possible. I know at first I had heard it as do no harm or take no shit. But that one's not right. What it actually is do no harm, take no shit. And it's being able to balance that strength and compassion. Being able to because what will it's being able to balance that, but also to respond in a skillful way. And there are ways to stand firm in one's ground without resorting to anger and vengeance and those types of things. In this culture, what I've been taught is that is to move to anger, because anger has such, it seems to power very, very much. But I know there's a way to stand in that do no harm and take no shit. You have any suggestions?
I have a supplemental question. Khenpo, do you understand what that means?
Can you briefly?
I'll let Jay explain what the second part of that saying means.
So, take no shit means not to be a doormat.
I don't think he's going to understand that either.
He's not going to understand that one either.
No.
So what it means is that, what it means is that I'm how I understand life and how I understand life and my experiences. And no, it's not my experiences. And the experiences of life that have this body has experienced, as best I can tell you, they're worthy of consideration. And to not speak my truth, to not speak my truth, to not speak my truth, that's the best I can put it, is not helpful to humanity. Is that?
Can I maybe
Oh, please.
add something?
Please.
Yeah, we have time. It's good. We have time.
So maybe to speak your truth if somebody is trying to harm you, right? That would be one way to explain it.
Right, because if the intention, if they will harm themselves, if their intention is to harm, they are actually harming themselves. And so if I don't speak up, then I'm harming them also. Does that help?
Yeah, it actually Milarepa said same thing. First, I say that in his song, "Gang la gang ro mi shi pa, lun pu zhang dam dong yin. Gang la gang pin shi pa na ke pu zun yang pin pu jiu." So that means for example, I am very honest person, and whatever I say very truth. I be very honest, But then I frankly or I directly speak that, but I don't know that person happy with that speaking or not. Then my speaking I'm become like foolish because I harm to other. My speaking is honest, but it harms others' mind, hurt others' mind. And then Milarepa says, "Gang la gang pin hibana" means if I understand which word benefit others, then it says Khenpo Tenzin is kind of small lei, L-E-I or L-I-E, small lei is also cause of benefit others. It says something like that. So that's I think it's very similar, and as you said that. So sometimes from my side, I say I am very honest, and then be honest is very important from my side, for example. But when I make sentence, my speak should be truth. But the make sentence, that is very important. Sometimes people don't focus so much the behind of the words or background. They only focus words. So that's why the how to make sentence is very important. And then particularly, as Milarepa said, for example, I should understand that I need a little bit of experience about that person when I speak, If I don't have experience about that person, and then I say some honest thing, information, and then it harm other people. It's mind. That's true. So that's where number one, I should understand that person's kind of mind, or that person's favorite, or something like that. Then I speak or make sentence in the good way. Another thing is, as you said, if you don't speak that, it harms oneself, right?
Well, no, the other it'll harm the other person, because if that is
Oh, right.
because there's a growing within that something that something needs to be said.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. That's very important. Yeah, if I don't speak that and it harms other people, it means it harms other people. So that's where I think I answered that. So it's better to speak, but how to make sentence, that's very important. And the Tibetan culture, I think I don't know whole Tibetan culture. I have that habit. One thing is when I say something, I don't very clear. Most time, my friends know that I always spend with when I talk. For example, if I need some food, people ask me, "Do you need food?" I don't say yes. It's quite difficult. I don't know that I need it, but kind of undecision, there. No, not say no, but not say yes. But the Dharma is internally try to respect other, try to be flexible, but then that's I have a kind of this habit. I sometimes I knowledge by myself. I need something, but still I not decisively say it. Sometimes. So seems I need to learn about that. But the thing is, if without say, if then it harm to others, it's better to say. But when we say, then make very good, how to say, very nice, lovely sentence. Lovely sentence means there is also still we are going psychologically, we are not only say some sweet words, but nothing do any good thing, not like that. But at least before like a signal, we say something to that person, we make signal. Otherwise, then he or she unhappy, and then after we try to say something, they cannot agree with that, or their ears consciousness is blocked by the first information. That's where we say some good things, even they don't listen. So that's where my answer is it's better to speak with them, but before perhaps make a good sentence, perhaps we should signal something like that and background something.
Yeah, so what part of what I heard, I'll have to absorb all of that, but part of what I heard and is that first is to check my own intention. What's my intention? And then, and then speak. I mean, that's for me, that's real easy.
That is Dharma.
I mean, it's easy to, it's a two-step process. I can do that.
Thank you so much. That is really Dharma. Before we do something, say something, and act something, always it's a rang semla hyuda tang. Hyuda means like a how to say. For example, I make some sentence in English and I ask someone, please make correction this, something like that. Rang semla, one's own make correction one's own mind, So in the Dharma path instruction has like that, says something like that. So that's where it's a great thing. First we try to think and then say or do something. Then it calls it is not act without thinking. So thank you so much. Thank you. Oh yeah.
Karen, you've got your hand up.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm on the same line of thought. My motto in life has always been my goal was to shuffle through life, leaving few footprints in the sand. Sidestep difficulty, aggression's coming at me like this, I let it go past. But I've learned recently, and part of this practice, that I have to stand up for myself. When I was visiting the center in Arizona, I was across the table from my cousin's friend who really came after me for being a Buddhist. He's a Christian and he can't imagine there being another path, right? And I said two things that I would never have said before that got him off my back. And it was, I'm all in, which is something, it's from gambling. When you put all your chips on the table, I said, you have to understand I'm all in with this. And I think it worked for me because I was doing it for someone else originally when it came deeply for me. I was doing it from find a refuge for my husband. And man, I would never say something like that before. And I'm finding myself more and more I don't have many confrontations, and I'm very much in like a solitary retreat in my own home. So it's not like the world's coming at me from all different directions. But I would tell any woman to learn how to stand up for yourself and do exactly what you just said, be skillful. But there's no reason to sidestep all difficulty, which it used to be my motto. I mean, I couldn't, as a young woman, ever imagine speaking to some man across the table the way I did, saying, I'm all in, we're done. That's it. That's all I have to say. But I wonder if you think that I'm on the, if that needs some correction.
So you say about the speak skillfully, that part, is it?
Yeah.
Speak skillfully is actually we say usually people don't like exaggeration or some more kind of doing kind of some how to say, whether we speak or whatever. People actually say don't like it, but people don't like more very too much kind of directly way of speaking or something like that. So skillfully, we should speak skillfully. That's actually very important. But skillfully means the mind don't. Recently, I learned this word. Don't how to say, not like a deceive. A mind internally be honest. Be honest. Be honest means sometimes it's possible because of different culture, different habits, or different hobby, or so forth. But the witness or honorable or venerable judge is karma, law of karma. So we don't outside of karma, and that means we should be honest. And then we speak. When we speak, then make some. If some words someone don't like the way of one way of speak, then we make another way of speaking, something like that. And don't not only speak, action. So always think, especially Bodhisattvas has a huge have a huge responsibility that how to make happy others' mind. Bodhisattvas always try to make happy other beings. So, for example, Buddha, I think it's okay to share. Even maybe Bodhisattvas teach how to kill animals sometimes. So that means it does not mean we should kill animals, but the some way of killing animals it's really it's how to say,
Right.
it's we can't speak, something like that. But some way to kill animal is better than, for example, if we kill a cow, first we cut legs, 4 legs, and then remove the 2 eyes, and then cut the tongue, and then eventually, then maybe it's called peel off or skin off, whatever we do that, and then kill animal. That is better. Or Bodhisattvas taught one way. I don't think it's good right now. There is one way to kill. That is better. Definitely, that Bodhisattvas taught. Bodhisattvas don't say you kill that this way, but he said if you really necessary to kill this being, then you kill this way, because then this being like a cow or yak, not so much experience serious suffering, something like that. So everything is very much related. How to say, over skills. Even Dharma teaching, even my answer to questions, if I talk very long and boring and then everybody run away, then I can't teach something like that. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mikkel, you want to ask your question? There you go.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Khenpo.
Hello. Idale.
Today. I really appreciate the teachings. I was just wondering, lately I've been thinking about doing my own mini retreats at home with the space I have, and just doing like, I know the schedule, which is about 3 or 4 times you do the sadhana per day. But part of my practice, I'm also a Mahayana Chan practitioner. So I have like sutra practice commitments that I have to do too. So I don't know how would you combine the sutra practice with the sadhana practice? Would you do it at the end of the day, because it becomes very lengthy?
Yes, that's I agree that. So sometimes it's quite complicated. But in other hand, this is a what to say, practice Mahayana means practice bodhicitta. So that's why if you cannot recite some book of Sutrayana, or you cannot how to say, follow the path instruction of Sutrayana particularly, if you practice bodhicitta, that means you practice Sutrayana.
Understood.
And then you practice this sadhana. So may I say this? Actually, I said we should say teach skillfully, but no, I try to speak frankly. So without bodhicitta, these sadhanas are actually not Dharma practice sometimes. Especially there are some, it's like a serious kill something, the kind of similar words, like a very forceful, harmful vocabularies we used, to be honest. But then practice bodhicitta, and these vocabularies are, it does not mention that it kills some thinking beings. For example, in the Yamitaga, Egayamatur Chakti Do, Hekayamatur Chakti Do means this actually it's a kill angry emotion, kill jealousy, kill desire, something like that. Kill means eliminate. So that's where practice bodhicitta, then it covered everything. And then you practice sadhanas. So especially the top of this very beginning of sadhana, there are refuge in bodhicitta, that is important. And then ultimate bodhicitta is Om Sobhava Shuddha Savadharma Sobhava Shuddha Ham. At that time, a little bit rest on the emptiness. And then continually emptiness, and from emptiness, blah blah blah. So that means our mind should go, not only our lips and tongue, beginning first page to end. We don't want to do that. Our mind, beginning Om Sobhava Shuddha Savadama, and then continually recite. Eventually, I dedicate it swiftly. May all beings become genius or something like that. So that means our mind go there. So bodhicitta is important. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sue?
You're unmute.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much, and I missed you so much. I missed everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so I was thrilled that you were going to be teaching on the Fivefold Path.
Thank you.
I've studied it off and on through the years, but you just have this way about you to, you're just very clear. You have a lot of clarity.
Thank
So
you.
I really appreciate that. So
Thank you
what
so
I
much.
wanted to talk about is you talked about generating bodhicitta, and that like strikes anger. Okay.
Yeah.
And boy, did that resonate with me because, you know, I'm getting older and I'm preparing to go to the bardo and more and more things are coming up for me at this point in my life. And anger is one of them. And I think part of that is because, and I forgot who it was that was talking earlier, you know, the experience in my early life was that women in particular, could not be, or girls, could not be angry. You had to kind of push that down. So for years I did that, of course. And so I have discovered that, you know, when this anger comes up, I'm reactive. Like I immediately react to it. That's what I'm working on. I'm reactive. And I'm trying to learn to pause and breathe and not be reactive, but be responsive. But I don't know if this is true or not, but what I'm thinking about is that the reactivity is an imprint in my mind. It's been imprinted there for many years. And so now I'm trying to get rid of the imprint. And it's a challenge because if I'm tired or not feeling well, I tend to be more reactive. I tend to go back to that imprint. And at the same time, I know if I'm reactive, I most likely am causing harm. So I'm most likely creating a karmic debt that is then going to come to fruition, right?
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to share that with you because it is something that I'm still struggling with. And anything that you can say or do right now to help me would be appreciated as I kind of walk this path, which I've been on for many years. And I've learned a lot. And I know that I have a lot of love in my heart and that people love me and I love them. But this reactivity to anger is just, it's always under the surface, just kind of bubbling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you. Usually you ask questions, but all of you, when I listen, you all share your experientially kind of teaching or something like that. So it's not like only this talking through brain, you know, it's really talking from your heart. So I really appreciate all of you. And then become old, you feel that I think it's very lucky become old, you know. Nowadays it is degenerated time. People passed away when they were young age in this time in many cases, you know. So number one is that. Number two is if I just use ordinary words, you process or you worked on your anger, and you apply bodhicitta. It's really amazing. So, yeah, suddenly we cannot, eliminate root of anger or any other emotions. But right now, you on this, it's really wonderful. So you sometimes come back and you acknowledge that it's not easy. So that's why what I love to share with you is actually it's quite a repeat. Maybe you never mind. First step today I mentioned, I don't think you wanted to do that. I mean, for 30 minutes you arise resentment or anger or something like that. And another 30 minutes, then you practice love that I today shared. So for you right now, I heard through your question, you don't want to arise resentment. Because you acknowledge, you know that, or sometimes it seems I go back in on the imprint of the anger or something like that. So you already acknowledge that, and then don't worry about that, but you maintain on your bodhicitta and love, practice more and more, and only right now you very gently practice, maintain your bodhicitta like a river flows in the ocean, it's maintain. And then sometimes if you feel that your strong emotion like anger or other emotion occur or arise from your mind, and then you generate bodhicitta little powerfully, very, very strongly you apply. So that means you don't want to place your bodhicitta on your anger, for example. So here anger arises, and then at the same time you arise bodhicitta, a very kind of speed and very strongly, and then it has no chance to arise. So it comes, your bodhicitta arises, and then bodhicitta, it provides through your channels, especially through your eyes. So you provide your bodhicitta through your eyes consciousness, that then any actions or forms or colors doesn't make cause of, they will not become cause of your anger. And then you provide your bodhicitta through your ears consciousness, and any kind of sounds cannot become cause of your anger. And then same like the nostrils and tongue and so forth. And then especially mind, from mind you provide on the bodhicitta on your mind. That's where whatever you think, they have power there. If you're thinking some negativities towards other beings, they have no power, no power, so they cannot affect to you. So maintain and be happy that you think you are getting old. That's very lucky, and it's really lucky. And number one, longevity. So you already successfully accomplished that. Second is you met Dharma. Third, you really understand Dharma, and then you are practicing. So it's really, especially then, one great thing is majority people think, oh no, I'm getting old, so I can't do this, that. Upside, don't do like that, but instead, oh no, I'm getting old, so before I need that, this, those, so now I dedicate. Dedicate means, for example, if you have wish to buy another house, right now you are staying in the house, then you think, oh, it's okay, I'm okay with this house. If you think I'm going to buy another car or something, then you think, oh, I'm okay. Until now I change many cars, many houses, and so forth, something like that. So then whenever you think you are aging, it becomes your teacher. spiritual teacher. So be happy and very lucky. It's really, and then you have everything there. Okay.
Oh wow, thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate.
It just brings tears to my eyes.
Thank you.
When you teach, because it goes right into my heart. Like your words come out of your mouth, but they go right into my heart, and I'm just very thankful. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh yeah.
I think we have time for one more from Jay.
Oh yes.
This one's fast and this is easy. I think I know the answer, but I need to check. So with the teaching you just did, just an hour ago, you talked about 5 types of people. Are those the 5 Vajra families, the 5 wisdom dhyanis?
Oh,
Are we talking about the Lotus family and the Jewel family and et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, that's so great. See, you're listening more Dharma, and then this Dharma wisdom arises wonderfully. So, to be honest, when I was teaching, I talking about like an angry person or a person who like a desire, something like that. I did not thought at that moment yadams, but as through your asking this question, my answer is yes, because the 5 types is 5 wisdoms, and then we combine there. So this is so great, when we see some angry people. Oh, then we think we from our side, oh, they said is the mirror like wisdom. He is or her angry is mirror like wisdom. When we notice someone jealousy, oh, he or her jealousy is like economic wisdom, something like that. So that's so great. Yeah, there's Jewel family, Vajra family, Lotus family. So that's why these 5 kind of people are these 5 family Buddhas in the Vajrayana. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.
Everyone, if you want to unmute and say goodbye.
Khenpo, I'm not saying goodbye. I'm saying until next week.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you.
I've been
Good to
taught
see
that.
everybody.
Thank you.
I'm not saying goodbye. You're going to have to see me again, all of you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, next week I would offer you another song. So it's every Sunday we have different songs. So then, yeah, thank you so much for all of you, all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Nice
much.
seeing you.
Everyone stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Please arise bodhicitta, and I just recite this part of prayer, okay? Chancho sencho renpo che ma je ba na je jer je ba nyam bar me bar ya gone gone be war jo. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.